Hello dear students, this is Business Research Methods and Project Work course tutorial. This is tutorial 2.3. The topic of this tutorial is selection of research methods, and in this tutorial particularly I'll discuss on survey method. Learning objectives of this tutorial: to learn about survey method, to know various types of survey methods, to understand advantages and limitations of survey methods. You often might have heard the word survey. You have heard say sample survey. You have often also heard say census survey. Now what is that survey? The survey method is a method of data collection, and this is used to collect data, that also primary data, from a large number of respondents. This is one of the popular descriptive data collection technique. Survey method generates factual data. The data is mostly in the form of numbers. The responses are recorded in a structured and precise manner. Collation of responses from a large number of responses in the form of numbers facilitates quick analysis of data, arriving at aggregate data which are used for further statistical analysis. It is more popularly used in understanding social phenomena. Respondents are asked a variety of questions regarding their feelings, motivation, emotion, behavior, attitude, intention, demographics, and such other variables. This method has the ability to accommodate large sample size and therefore increase generalizability of results. Data collection instruments used in survey method. In survey method, questions are asked via face-to-face contact, post, telephone, or internet. The instruments which are used for survey research are questionnaire and interview schedule. A questionnaire is a written list of questions, the answer to which are recorded by respondents. In a questionnaire, respondents read the questions, interpret what is expected, and then write down the answers. Interview schedule is also a similar tool to questionnaire, but here the difference is that the interviewer asks the questions and, if necessary, explains them and record the respondents' replies on the interview schedule. So both this questionnaire and interview schedule, these are tools. So these are some written list of questions. But in case of questionnaire, the respondents, they themselves try to understand the question and record the answer or record the response themselves. But in case of interview schedule, the responses are recorded by the interviewer. And there are some other technical differences between these two instruments used in survey method. Since a questionnaire is served to the respondents and the responses are recorded by the respondent themselves, the questions need to be more clear, more specific, and understandable for the respondents. Now there are various types of survey method. The four main types of survey methods are personal interview, telephone interview, mail interview, and online interview. So personal interview is that where the interviewer or the investigator asks the questions face to face to the respondent. Then in telephone interview or in telephonic interview, the investigator or the interviewer asks the questions by giving a call to the respondents. Whereas in case of mail interview, the interviewer or the investigator send the questions through mail or send the instruments of data collection through mail and get the responses through mail. In online interview, the investigator send the tools of survey method through online modes, and responses of the respondents are also get back through those online mode. Now the question is when to use survey method or what are its uses. Survey research, it can be taken up to provide information on the research setting. For example, if the researcher is going to have socioeconomic profile of handloom weavers of Assam, then data can be collected through survey method. Survey method is used to describe a social phenomena. For example, status of migrant workers. This method is also used to offer explanation on a social phenomena. For example, if the researcher is going to research upon high labor turnover in biotechnology farms and the geographic area is Bangalore, then or it may be any other area also, then in that case, you know, the researcher may undertake survey method for collecting data, and through those data the researcher can find out the cause of high labor turnover in biotechnology firms in Bangalore. Survey method helps to draw comparison between two or more research situations. For example, impact of employment guarantee schemes among the unemployed youths of rural areas and urban areas. So the data collected through survey method, it also helped the researcher to make a comparison between these two. Survey method is also used to make predictions. For example, predictions could be made about the standard of life of households below poverty line with the introduction of welfare schemes by the government. Now, the survey method is a very popular method that already I have discussed. Now, why this is very popular, that will be easily understandable for you if you know the merits of a survey method. Survey method can be used in a wide range of situations across various disciplines such as social sciences, management, psychology, medicine, etc. Survey research has been used by scholars. It helps in arriving at valid generalization as it relies on empirical data collected firsthand. This method can be adopted to several research situations, whether in the case of a case study or data required to be collected from a household of a village or a country. This is also inexpensive method of data collection in comparison to other methods such as observation, ethnography, etc. It is time saving to collect data through survey method. Now this method has some limitations also, like respondents may be unwilling to respond to questions asked by the survey researcher through questionnaire or interview schedule. Then there are problem of sample selection. Then another problem is that survey research relies heavily on instruments used for data collection. So if say the questionnaire or the interview schedule is not designed properly, then the data collected through those questionnaires may be irrelevant for the study, or the problem of validity of data may arise. Then this is not suitable for collecting data on complex social issues. Like if the study is going to be done on child abuse, then in that case it is not possible, or it will be difficult to get reliable responses by asking questions to the respondents. To sum up, survey method is a popular method of data collection, that is primary data collection, and that is basically helpful for quantitative study design. And if the study demands understanding general characteristics of a population, then this method can be used. So with this discussion on survey method, I am concluding this tutorial. In my next tutorial, I am going to discuss about observation method. Thank you.